Hi, third graders. It's Miss Cooper. I'm back again with another math lesson. Today we're going to do the everyday math lesson 1-12, which has to do with exploring mass. So for most of the lesson, I'm going to be out of the picture and I'm going to have you looking at the pan balance that is in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it around so you can see it. This is a pan balance and we use it to measure mass, which is has to do with how much matter is in something. And then we use that to compare weights and to compare and measure the mass of things. So if you will notice in front of you, there is a pan balance. When it is straight across and it looks even, we would say it's at zero balance and it's equal. And there's nothing in there to measure, obviously. When we use a pan balance, typically you will use weights like I have up here. This little tiny one, I hope you can see it, is 1 gram. Then we have 5 grams, 10 grams, 20 grams, 50 grams, 100 grams, and this big one is 1,000 grams or 1 kilogram. So in other words, it would take one of these itty bitty ones. I'm going to scoot these back so you can see. It would take, if we had one of those tiny ones right here, we would have to have 1,000 of those. And I'm going to scoot this over even farther so you can only see those. It would take 1,000 grams to equal one of these kilograms. And obviously, if I put them in the pan balance, this big one would topple over if I stuck it in here because it's so much heavier than the other one. You can obviously hear it even when I sit it down compared to when I put that one down, right? There's a big thud because 1 kilogram is obviously much heavier than 1 gram. Another way to think about this is I've always heard that 1 paper clip, I'm going to hold that like that, 1 paper clip is equal to 1 gram. And you think about a textbook. We use this for everyday math when you're in class. It's called the student reference book. A textbook would be like 1 kilogram. They would be very similar in weight. All right. So since we know that we said 1 paper clip would be like 1 gram, I could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paper clips in there, which means I would have 5 grams. And hopefully you notice from the pan balance right away that the side that I put the paper clips in has gone down, right? And the side that doesn't have any paper clips has gone up. So right away we know that the side with the paper clips is heavier than the side that has nothing in it. So if something's heavier, it's going to cause the pan balance to go down. If it's lighter, then it's going to go up. Now we said that that was worth 5. So if I found my weights here, this one says 5 gram. I know you can't see it. I don't know if I can get it to where you see it, but it says 5 grams on the bottom. If I put this in here, hopefully when it stops moving a little bit, they're going to be pretty close to being equal, right? And so if they're very level, sometimes this doesn't exactly go how it should, but they're fairly equal. Then we know that 5 paper clips weighs the same as the 5 gram mass, measuring mass that we have. Okay? So another experiment that we can do, I'm going to empty out these paper clips. And again, you notice when I took the pan off to empty my paper clips, did you notice how that side went up and the other side went down? And that's because it's heavier, okay? So let's say that I have these colored erasers and I put 1, 2, 3 in that side. Let's see what happens when I put 4 on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now, and you notice what's happening? Those are just about equal, right? because we have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. When I put this 4th one in over on this side, think about what's going to happen. Think about in your mind what's going to happen. Is it going to go up or down? Is this pan going to go up or down when I add one more eraser? Okay, hopefully you have that thought in your mind, and I'm going to put it in. Right, it goes down. Remember, the heavier object with more mass is going to go down. The object that has less mass or weight is going to go up. All right. So again, I'm going to take these out, and we're going to experiment with a few more things. We would be doing this in class typically. It's always kind of a fun thing to do, and we didn't want you to miss out on that. I'm going to show you some cubes that I have, some Unifix cubes that we use. I'm going to put some in this right side. Can you count with me by 2s? So we're going to say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and over here we're also going to count by 2s, but we're going to stop at 8. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8. So we can see that the side with 10 Unifix cubes in it has more mass. It weighs more, so the pan is going down. The side that has less cubes in it weighs less, so it's up in the air higher. If I put 2 more cubes on this left side, they should be close, and we would say that they are equal to each other. All right? Let's do a little bit more experimenting. I'm going to dump my cubes out. We're going to use something else. I did want to take this time to mention that you have things around your house that are measured in grams, and I brought a couple things to share with you. If you've ever had Funyuns, when I look at the label on the package, down here at the bottom, it says 3/4 of an ounce, or it says 21.2 G, which stands for grams. Okay, so that's how much that would weigh if we were talking about in grams. I also brought some York peppermint patties, and again, I'm going to turn this label. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard since it's silver and shiny, but it is 7.6 ounces or 215 grams. So I want you to look around your house sometime today and see if you can find something that is measured in grams. And it would have to be something that's a solid, because when we start talking about liquids, those are going to be measured in liters and milliliters, which is for another day. All right. I also have 2 cans of Play-Doh up here. Obviously, they look very similar, except they're different colors. So I'm going to put one in the left side and the right side. And they're brand new, but I would say, kind of hard, I would say they're close, almost balanced. It looks like to me that this brown container might weigh a little bit more, because it looks like to me the brown container is dipping down a little bit more, which means it's a little bit heavier. You know, that could obviously happen where they make the Play-Doh. Sometimes maybe a bigger amount gets put in. It's hard to be exactly precise. They try to do that, but even machines can make mistakes. So again, looking at this, we would say that the pink Play-Doh has a little bit less mass than the brown Play-Doh. So that's our lesson today about pan balances. Hopefully you will sometime get to experience that in your classroom. And again, don't forget your assignment tonight. I would like for you to go to your house and look around and see if you can find something that is measured in grams, like I showed you, the York peppermint patties and the Funyuns. You know, maybe look at a cereal box or some candy that you have, something like that. Macaroni and cheese would be weighed in grams. So I appreciate your time and have a great day.